good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, depending on when you view this video. As we mentioned earlier, my co-host Kim Daniels and I, about the show, it is slated to be very informative, educating individuals about certain situations and certain things, and today is no exception. Today I have in front of me a Braille writer, which is what most blind people use to write Braille. Now, it's a bit obsolete. The other pieces of equipment that are out there right now is very costly. And I'm old school, so I'm still using my Braille writer. And today I've decided to give you a brief tutorial on how to use the Braille writer and what it's used for. Well, it's used for writing Braille, but basically some of the functions and what have you and what it does. So let's jump right into it. Of course, as you can see right now, for those who can and those who can't, I'll do my best to describe what the Braille writer is. It's a big piece of steel about let's say 6 inches long, and it has various pieces of equipment in the front. Hold on, my mic is messing up. Anyway, this is live, so anyway, in the front we have the 6 major keys, 2, 3, and then there's a space bar. Then there's the other 3 keys on the other side, and I'll tell you what they're for. Here is the Carriage Return. Here's the backspace, and here is the little deal to where whenever you get to the end of the line, there's a bell that rings first of all, and you just pull this back. So I'm trying to do it from the opposite direction. So, and of course, here's the handle, and the roller knobs are on each side of the Braille writer, and there's the levels where you put the paper in, close it back, and roll the pins. There's rolling pins that roll the paper in. Okay, now, excuse me. What the Braille writer does, it writes Braille for individuals who is totally blind, or individuals who may have a little sight but just can't read print. And the way what it does, and it'll be, I just thought of something. It'll be rather hard for me to actually show you the formation of the keys, but the 3 dots, the 3 keys in which I showed you as I turn this around, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, formulate different letters. Of course, there's 26 letters in the alphabet, and each formation of the keys form the 26 letters of the alphabet. And it also, you can create periods, commas, different other keystrokes form different other situations and letters and things like that as well. But it's mainly the 6 keys mainly create the letters of the alphabet. So I just want to, basically show you all what I use, because I know y'all saw the last video, and y'all probably saw me reading the Braille. For those who were able to see, reading the Braille, that's how I created it with this particular Braille writer here. Now, it's a Perkins Braille writer. It's been around for a long time. When I purchased this Braille writer, it cost about maybe $500, $600, and probably has gone down since then, considering the fact that there are other means and ways of actually creating Braille, and I'll probably get to that in other segments. But for me, old school, let me let y'all hear how it sounds, and how when they get to the end, there's the bell, and you pull, which is what I had done. Turn around, I pull the little carriage back. But this, I'm telling you, this brought me through a lot of times in high school and even in college, in which I would go back and record my classes and go back and type my information up in Braille. So just wanted to let you know how I actually do my Brailleing. It's called Braille, and how, you know, what the Braille writer is used for. A lot of people, like I said, they really don't use these. A lot of blind people really don't use these anymore, but because of the fact that it's so costly, if you have one and you know how to actually write in Braille, you hold on to it until you're able to get the other forms of equipment that will be more, I guess you could say, quicker, and you know, you'll be able to read Braille that way. So I hope you enjoyed this brief tutorial. Now you know how I actually write my Braille, write these lines or rap or whatever that I did, or just how I was able to get through my college career, high school career with this baby here. I've had it for almost, let's see, 30-something years now. I remember specifically when they bought it. I was very excited. So it took me through a lot of things. I appreciate you all staying with me. And again, don't forget about, there's some new episodes coming up on the Parker Daniels Show. I want to send a big shout out to my co-host, Kim Daniels. And stay tuned, follow us, the email address. If you have any suggestions, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, definitely leave them there. Subscribe if you may, and hit that bell so you can get notifications. But the email address is Parker, Parker, Daniels, Daniels, 2018 at yahoo.com. Again, that's Parker Daniels, 2018 at yahoo.com. Thank you so much.